Good morning, class. Welcome to St. Peter's School. This is your science class, and this is our third class. Hope you all are doing good. So, before starting the class, I would request all the students please take out your books in front of you and take out page number one. Okay. Okay, so in previous class, what we discussed that there is a classification done by the different types of scientists, okay, and they have classified our kingdoms into various parts. In 1735, Carl Linnaeus has divided kingdom into two parts, while Haeckel has divided in 1866 in three parts, that is Protista, plants and animals. In 1925, Chatham created two groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In 1938, Copeland divided living organism into four kingdoms, that is Monera, Protista, plants and animals. But later on, the experiment continues, and Robert Harding Whittaker, the great scientist in 1969, has introduced that no kingdom, our kingdom is divided into mainly five groups, and he has divided those five groups on the basis of different types of criteria. Like first one was the complexity of the cell structure, and second was the complexity of the organism, mode of nutrition, lifestyle and phylogenetic relationship. So on the basis of this, he has divided our kingdom into five groups, that is that is Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and Animalia. And these all have a specific characteristics. Either they have a single cellular, either they are saprophytes, either they are multicellular, either they are heterotrophic. So different types of criteria they have added to classify these five kingdom. Okay, so let us we have studied this also, but let's have a a short revision over it. That Monera, what is the Monera? What are the types of the cellular structure is unicellular and prokaryotes. We already discussed that which type of cell is known as prokaryotes, which has no cell organism defined. So that type of cell is known as prokaryotes. So Monera is a unicellular but prokaryotes also. It is not defined structure. Okay, mode of nutrition. What is mode of nutrition? And that is autotrophic or a heterotrophic. Autotrophic means like they prepare their own food, or heterotrophic they are dependent on other one. Body lack well-defined nucleus and cell organelles, as we already discussed. Prokaryotic cell, Monera has a prokaryotic cell, so it is already defined that it has no nucleus and no cell organelles defined. Okay, example of the Monera is bacteria, blue-green algae. So these two are the main example for the Monera. Protista, unicellular eukaryotes. Okay, mode of nutrition is autotrophic or heterotrophic. I have already told you. Now what type of body it has? It has some organism use pseudopodia or cilia or flagella for movement. So what extra characteristic it has? It bears pseudopodia or the cilia. Cilia is a fine hair like structure. You will study it later on, what is cilia and what is flagella. And so for now you just understand like this: cilia and flagella is a hair like structure attached to their body. This structure helps them to move from one place to another. So amoeba and paramecium, eugulina, these all are the example of protista. Now fungi is a multicellular non-green eukaryotic cell. Okay, so in protista we saw it is also unicellular, but it is a eukaryotes means yes, there is a defined but one single cellular structure. But fungi is a multicellular, it is not single cellular, it is non-green. But why it is non-green? Because there is a no chloroplast in the eukaryotic cell. Okay, if there will be a chloroplast, it will be considered as the plantae structure. Okay, non-green eukaryotic, saprophytic or parasitic, sometimes symbiotic. What does it mean? Means that it depends on dead and decaying plants or animals for their nutrition. So this type of organism are known as saprophytic. Body fungus is made up of long filaments called hyphae. Okay, and the network of hyphae is mycelium. So we will study and detailed about the body in higher classes. But just for now, I have given you a small introduction about the body, just to show the structure of the particular organism. Okay, so fungus is made up of long filaments called hyphae. The network of hyphae is mycelium. Examples are yeast, rhizopus, mushroom and molds. Okay, plantae is a multicellular multicellular plantae, the term itself defined that it is a plant organism, multicellular. It will be multicellular. Eukaryotic, yes, it will be green in color because it has a chloroplast. And mode of nutrition, yes, we all know that plant is autotrophic. Body exhibits high level of tissue differentiation, have specialized body organs. We all are aware of the plant structure. Trees, plants, shrubs, these all are comes under the plantae. Animalia multicellular, eukaryotic, heterotrophic. We all know that animals are heterotrophic, depends on us. Exhibits depends on plants. Body exhibits high level of tissue differentiation, have a specialized body organs. They have well developed nervous system. So like us, animals have also a well defined body structure. And it will the example for them is fish, insects, animalia, and human birth. So we are now going to study in a detailed way for the each and every kingdom. Okay, so the five kingdom classification of living organism included the following kingdoms. We are doing it again and again so that you can understand very clearly that what are the characteristics of monera, because this is very important. And most of the time we get confused with these five kingdoms classification characteristics. So we I am doing again and again revision. So please always every time you keep noting down on your notebook so that a revision will occurs every time. Okay, so now let's start with the first kingdom, that is kingdom monera. What is kingdom monera? What are the characteristics, what are the features of kingdom monera? First of all, so they possess the following important features. These organisms are prokaryotic and unicellular. I have told you lots of time that it is prokaryotic and unicellular. So please do this revision again and again. If you will focus continuously in this on the all on all the video I have given you and regarding the five kingdom, like it will be easy for you to learn. So because we are again and again revising it, at what is kingdom monera. These organisms are prokaryotic and unicellular. They do not have a well defined nucleus and also lack of the cell organelles. So when you will write the first sentence, these organisms are prokaryotic and unicellular, the second sentence will you can automatically write down because it is prokaryotic, so it has no well defined nucleus and also lack of cell organelles. So what you are going to do when you are going to write a characteristic of kingdom monera, the first line you will write it is prokaryotic and unicellular. The second line you should come in your mind that if it is prokaryotic, it is well defined, it has no well defined nucleus and also a lack of cell organ. Third sentence is some organisms show the presence of cell wall while there are others without a cell wall. Consequently, some organisms are autotrophic and others are heterotrophic. So, okay, so it is found that nothing is well defined, but somewhere find it is find that some has a cell wall also, some has no cell wall. So it has been not cleared yet. It is autotrophic or heterotrophic because if has a predefined cell wall, so might be it behaves like a plantae, or if does not have cell wall, it might be act as a animal. Like so it is not predefined yet. So monera is considered as a, either autotrophic or either heterotrophic because cell structure is not well defined. So we are not clear about this first. And now the last line is example. What is example of monera kingdom is bacteria, cyanobacteria, and mycoplasma. So all type of bacteria comes under this in comes under the monera kingdom. Okay, so few example I have given you of the Monera kingdom. You can see on your book also. Okay, on the page number 2, you can see the some images have given in the kingdom monera, I have given you here the coccus, bacillus, spirillum, staphylococcus, diplococcus, streptococcus. So what you will see that coccus family has like a similar structure. Coccus is a round ball like structure, right? Like if you will see the bacilli, if the bacilli is added to the name, it is a rod like. You can see the rod like. Okay, spirillum, the word itself defined that it will be a spiral structure. Okay, okay. So vibrio is also a very important given on your book. It is always a comma shaped. So later on you are going to study and in a detail way. So what is the actually the structure of all these monera kingdom, we will study it on in a higher class. about the each and every structures, but right now we just have to learn what are the few examples of Monera. So just learn one to three, like two to three examples for them. Okay, now move to another another kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Okay, so what are the features of Protista kingdom? Protista has the following important features. First is organism grouped under a kingdom Protista are all unicellular. So it is also unicellular, Protista is also unicellular, and Monera is also unicellular. But Monera has a prokaryotic cell, but Protista has a eukaryotic cell. So if it is a eukaryotic cell, every will be defined, right? So these are simplest form of eukaryotes that exhibit either autotrophic or heterotropic mode of nutrition. So it is with the Protista also the same confusion occurs, that it is either a autotrophic or the heterotropic mode for the nutrition. Okay, some organisms have appendages such as cilia or flagella or the pseudopodia to move around. I have already told you that Protista has a special features like cilia and flagella which helps them to move around. Okay. Now the last sentence I have given you, the some examples are diatoms, protozoans like amoeba and paramecium. So you can look into your book also. There is a amoeba, picture of amoeba is given, paramecium is given. So you can see that a hair-like structure comes out of the particular like picture. So that is only called the flagella. The outermost layer उस पे hair like structure उसको flagella बोलते हैं वो nothing the work of that, it helps them to move. Okay, the main characteristic is that it is unicellular and it is a it is a eukaryotic organism. It has a well defined structure of cell, but it is a heterotropic or a, autotropic. Okay, and you can see that they have if there are autotropics, when you will see in your book that in a Protista characteristics, third line, it is given that autotrophs, example are Euglena volvox, contain chloroplast, and heterotrophs, amoeba and paramecium. So, what is what is that? Like it has eukaryotic cell, right? We discussed that Protista has eukaryotic cell, but if eukaryotic cell there is a no chloroplast, then it will be considered as heterotropic, right? And if it has a chloroplast, if the cell has a chloroplast, and then it will be considered as the autotropic. As I've already told you in Monera kingdom also, the same line. Like if the cell, if the chloroplast is found, it will act as a autotropic. If chloroplast is not found, it will act as a heterotropic. Heterotropic means animal, and chloroplast autotropic will be plantae like. Okay, so here it has been defined that Euglena and Volvox is contains chloroplast, so it is considered as a autotrophs, while amoeba and paramecium are the heterotrophs. So in next class we will discuss about the other kingdoms, what fungi, and then after that we will discuss about the what are the classification of microbes. Okay, so we will discuss about the all these point in the next class. Today we are going to end our class here only. So what you are going to do, you are going to write down in your copy very nicely that what are the features of Protista and what are the features of Monera. Okay, so and what are the five kingdoms? And what are the five kingdoms? And name of the five kingdoms and characteristics of the all the kingdom one by one. Okay, so in next class we will discuss other points. Until the time, take care and bye bye.